We're live on Facebook. Now we're live. We're live on Facebook and Instagram. And we're catching up with Hydro Flask Ambassador as well as athlete Coco. Hi, Coco.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, but another thing I want to highlight is these beautiful Hydro Flask containers that we have in conjunction in our partnership with the WSL. We are going to be giving these away today live. We just urge you to share your questions with us, and we're going to ask Coco some questions, and we're excited about the partnership with Hydro Flask. 3 things that this Hydro Flask bottle does. 1, keeps hot for 6 hours.
True.
2, Coco is hot. 2, it keeps cold for 12 hours. And 3, it really, and the most important one, it eliminates the use of single-use plastic containers, and something that's a really important point that we're all trying to get rid of in our daily lives. So welcome, Coco Ho. Comes from a great family, huh, Coco? You can fill us in. What's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Michael Ho.
Michael Ho.
Uncle Derek is a world champion surfer.
1993.
And my brother is Mason.
Mason Ho, pro surfing family. So Michael Ho, we're actually at the Pipe House right now. We're at the WSL Pipe House, Pipeline. We're in the waiting period for the Pipe Masters. And as we talk about Dad, he won this event, the Pipe Masters in 1982, with a cast on his arm. I remember it vividly as a kid because it was one of the greatest sporting events I've ever seen in my life. In 1993, Uncle Derek won out here at Pipeline on his way to a world title. So a lot of family history here.
Yes.
You
That
like
I wasn't
Pipeline?
alive for. No, I'm just kidding. But I learned. Learned fast.
Oh yeah, you weren't. How old are you now? How old are you
I was
now?
born in 91, so.
Okay, yeah. You're a toddler.
Toddler. But yeah, growing up, obviously you see the trophies. So like as I started to get older and start surfing myself, I was like, Mason, what's this trophy for? What was this one for? And that's almost how I learned. That's almost how I got so drawn to the sport, was like their accolades almost.
They are accolades. And you know what? Before I even get into these scripted questions, I wanted to ask you that question. Was it pressure? Did you ever feel pressure because you come from a surfing dynasty? Did you ever feel pressure as a young child to fulfill that, to fulfill what people thought you were going to be? I mean, you've achieved it. You're on the championship tour, but how was the pressure as a kid?
I'm really lucky in a sense that I'm the first girl from the family to do it. So if anything, I felt for my brother growing up. I was like, oh, he has to surf pipe. He has to do this. He has to do that. And it's all just blossomed naturally for both of us. We've almost encouraged each other more to be the surfers we are, without even dad's like pressure on us.
Right.
He almost didn't even pay attention to us either surfing until we started to ask and until we started to compete. And funny story, I used to spend the night at Carissa Moore's every weekend when I was like 13, 14. And I'd be like, Dad, he takes her dawn patrolling every morning. Like, her dad takes her dawn patrolling. And it's like, I'm not taking you dawn patrolling. Like on the North Shore, it's kind of something you go do by yourself.
Right.
You go do it with your brother's friends. And I'm like, no, we gotta get serious. Like, be like Uncle Chris.
And Uncle Chris was serious when you guys were kids.
Yeah,
Uncle Chris was very serious. Right?
So it was really funny because I wanted the opposite of what you would think, and my dad was like, "Wait, what?" So yeah, we're almost backwards.
You remember your first board?
Yeah, it was a 6.0 Eddie Yang.
Wow.
It was like a egg, like a mini tanker, and I think I got it for Christmas or my birthday, actually, April. And I remember Sunset Point is always really good in April, so before school, that was when I started to get to dawn patrol, and my dad would take me on that board.
And when did you realize that you had pro potential?
Probably once I started making a lot of finals in like HASA and NSSA, and I just remember people like congratulating you and like you going home with a trophy and kind of like this. It was like this pride thing. Yeah, it felt really good, and that was the push. That was the inspiration. I think was just the finals and the recognition I was getting from like my uncles at dinner. They're like, "Oh, good job last week," and I'm like, "Yeah."
It's kind of cool because in Hawaii, the HASAs, people keep track of them. The HASAs are Amateur Surfing Association here, and you win. Well, now they have medals, but back then you would win these trophies with 100% plastic gold surfers on top, and those were the most valuable things, even though they were plastic gold.
Yeah.
You get the big one
Yeah.
with the surfer guy.
Yep, I remember.
Bragging rights.
Yeah. So it's almost the recognition that got me stoked and got me going.
Cool. Well, now I'm going to go to the scripted question. What's your favorite break on Oahu?
Favorite break on Oahu would definitely be my home break of Velziland.
Velziland.
I think because I just fit so perfectly in the barrel.
You do.
No, but it is. It's quite like Kelly's wave pool.
It is. It's almost like the
He almost copied.
It's the natural. It's the natural surf ranch.
It is.
If you were taking a surf trip, where would the dream trip be?
Dream trip is still. It's kind of cliche, but it's definitely still the Mentawai Islands in Indonesia. Boat trips there are just. That's what you dream of.
Yeah, the 4-star. You go to Indonesia, to the Mentawai Islands.
Mm-hmm.
So many. There's 100 breaks out there. You come out of the water. They hand you your towel on the boat,
Exactly.
and smoothies sometimes even.
Yeah.
It's the way to do a surf vacation for sure.
No doubt.
Good answer. Favorite memory from the tour this year?
Tour this year. It's hard to go past my dad getting caught on the pier celebrating at Huntington. It's really funny because my dad tries so hard to hide.
Yes.
Like
He has camouflage here.
He's so proud of us, but he's so humble. So it's really funny when he's proud of us. Like, and it shows. You're just like, it's hilarious. It looks like what it did on the pier.
You can see. So that moment, that was at the U.S. Open. You could see Michael Ho we caught him on camera, and he was just so stoked, and he gave one of these, and he had all these kind of expressions, and Mike's really low profile, like you said. He'll hide, he's got camouflage gear, he'll hide in the bushes and watch Mason or Coco surf. And another thing about Pops is that, how old is he now, 60?
60.
He is the best, I'm gonna go on record right here, he's the best 60-year-old surfer in the world at Pipeline or anywhere of Waves of Consequence. It is any barrel, it is uncanny how on top of his game he still is.
I'll give it to him.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You got great genes. You got something to look forward to, right? So 60 years old.
Yeah, I don't want to stop, so I'm glad he set the bar there.
Oh yeah, you got decades ahead of you with that guy. Okay, let's take some questions from Instagram. Was there ever a point when you thought you wouldn't get into surfing, Coco?
Ooh, good question. Well, I wasn't like, you see kids on the North Shore now who are like surfing at 5, 6 years old. I actually used to dirt bike when I was 5 and 6. There's a motocross track just behind my house. And we would just run to the ocean at the end of the day to rinse off the dirt and like muck around on bodyboards. So I wasn't like a natural like surfing from the womb style. My mom actually said I hated even to take a bath. Like I hated the water. And so it wasn't until like 7 or 8 that I even liked surfing. So I guess, yeah, there's totally a time I didn't think I'd be a surfer.
There you go.
Yeah.
You still ride motocross ever?
We don't. We still have our bikes from when we were young, and I just look at them, I'm like, what? This is when Yamahas were red.
Right. Wow. They're retro now.
I'm like, that
Another
is
10
vintage.
years you can restore it.
That is vintage.
Okay, more questions from Instagram. What was the biggest wave you've ever surfed? Oh, everyone always asks that question.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's like such a surfer question. What's the biggest? And then.
But it's also really hard to answer
because we're humble.
measures. But how do you measure? We're the worst measure in the world. Like.
And you get two types of people with that question. You have like the super humble people who are like, I don't know, 10 feet, which is like way bigger than that. And then there's like the 40-foot guys.
Yeah.
So I'm good. Yeah.
I definitely haven't surfed Jaws or toted anywhere crazy. The biggest waves I've surfed was probably in my backyard at Sunset Beach. And I don't know, on the big days, maybe I'm not on the biggest bomb out there, but it's big. What would you do? 10 foot?
10 foot, 12 foot,
but, yeah, I probably wasn't on
It's
that
big
one.
and scary out there.
It's just a lot of ocean.
It's a lot of water. What do you think about, I looked at the women's schedule for 2018, Sunset's back on, right?
Yeah, it could be anywhere in Hawaii. I think that last one.
Right, it's mobile, yeah.
Yeah, it's mobile.
Could be Sunset.
It's looking pretty prominent maybe for Sunset, and that's really cool because you saw on the HIC2 this year, it was more north and on the point, and it was high performance.
Right.
Or thing, and it could be really fun.
Yeah. So you look forward to
It
that.
gets underrated for being like high performance because on the point, it's one of my favorite waves in the world.
Yeah, Norse falls off the point, just a giant point wave.
It's like a Hawaiian lowers.
Yeah, long lowers.
Stronger, a little, yeah.
Oh, but you know what? Speaking of that, what are you looking forward to in 2018? Because we got on the WSL, on the championship tour, we got some venue changes.
Yeah,
We got some additions and some
I will
deletions.
miss lowers.
You're gonna miss lowers. What are you looking forward to?
I am looking forward to Bali. That would be super
Right.
sick. Karamas. is
Karamas.
Awesome. Where else do we got?
You guys got the surf.
J-Bay.
You guys got J-Bay. The ladies are J-Bay now.
I'm so excited for J-Bay.
Get the
It's
4-3
so fun.
and all the.
I've already been texting everyone like, do I need to order a 4-3? Do I need booties? I'm really looking forward to J-Bay. I think it's good for obviously the regular footers and it looks really fast and I have good equipment for going fast. So yeah, I'm really excited for J-Bay.
What about the surf ranch? I think it's on the schedule too.
Of course.
The wave system's on the schedule.
Yes, I'm excited for Kelly's wave. It's what you dream of.
Have you had a chance to ride it?
I have. I haven't surfed 2.0, the
Right.
new version, but I surfed the first version and that was really fun. And yeah, catered to my size pretty well. I was like,
you can fit in that barrel.
now that it's bigger, I'm like, ooh, I might even be a little taller.
Speaking of size, how tall are you?
I'm only 5'3".
5'3", so just we have proportions right there. And your normal shortboard is?
5'6".
5'6". There you go. And shaped by?
Matt Biolis.
Matt Biolis.
Awesome surfboards.
Okay, we got another question from Instagram. As a pro athlete, what kind of, ooh, that's a good one, diet do you have?
Naturally, just, I'm that kind of person that listens to their body. I know like when I need protein, I know when I need more carbs. I can kind of just, I go by my energy. I do have a sweet tooth. That's probably my downfall. I love cookies. I love brownies. I love dessert. But yeah, I'm generally pretty healthy.
I noticed a few years ago that the whole family would often dine at Lele's on a regular basis.
Yeah.
One of your favorites?
Yes. Best cookies in the world.
Back to the sweets.
That's why you go to Lele's.
They come out warm and ice cream with them.
Yeah. That's probably where my cookie love came from, was Lele's here on the North Shore.
Yeah, right at the Turtle Bay. Good
Don't
stuff.
go there, it'll be all over.
Or just work out before
Yeah.
and plan on working out after. Oh, I got more questions from Instagram. Ooh, do you snowboard? What are your other hobbies? So, do you snowboard?
I do snowboard. I'm sure a lot of the world knows that.
Yeah.
But no, I love snowboarding. Actually, it's probably one of my favorite hobbies. I love so in snowboarding it's way different to surfing. We're front foot, back foot, and they're toe and heel. So anytime I come home from snowboarding, I would actually feel way more mutual. Like my front leg would actually feel stronger because I'm pretty back footed. So when I'd come home, I'd be like a little more front footed and over my front foot, and I'd surf better. So I'm like, oh, that was actually a really good question.
So maybe it's good, yeah, to balance you out. Any other hobbies?
Hobbies like here at home would be, what do I like to do? We're barely home, so I spend a lot of time with my friends and family when I am home. Yeah, I love longboarding. It's like, it's another sport. It's surfing, but it's a challenge. It's new, it's different. Yeah, and I'm still learning so much longboarding, so I'm like really addicted.
Yeah, no, I like it too. And the cool thing about longboarding is like you said, you have to learn a whole new discipline.
Yeah.
Like you can rip on a shortboard, but to do proper longboarding, it's like knowing how to play guitar. Like you know how to play electric guitar, but now you have to learn to play like an acoustic guitar when you switch over to longboarding.
And yeah, it makes you read the ocean better. It also helps my surfing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick to the hobbies that help my main career.
Ooh, we got a question from Facebook. What advice would you give to young surfers?
Young surfers, my best advice would be to know the ocean.
Yeah.
Kind of first and foremost, you're gonna surf the best when you're on the best part of the wave, on the best wave, reading the wave the best. It's so easy to want to kind of jump forward and just start doing airs or doing blowtails, but my dad did such a good job of teaching me that like it's more about utilizing the wave, and you see that so much in scoring and stuff. You can beat anyone if you just really read the ocean well and then apply your talent. But ocean,
Uh,
ocean knowledge.
That's really, really, really good insight. Good advice too. We got 5 more minutes right now, but we got some winners. Haha! I love to announce this stuff.
We all love this part.
This is where you get the custom WSL Hydro Flask. What size is this? This is a 21 ouncer. And Facebook, Caroline Wood, you got one of these. Facebook, Samantha Blaine, you got one of these. At Instagram, at ingolena15. I hope I said that right. NG Olena. Just because I'm from Hawaii, I always go with the NG and I say Ing because the Chinese families over here, that's how they spell their last name. So I'm going to go with ingolena15. And also on Instagram, at kelcb.21. You guys all win.
Congrats.
And you're going to sign these for us.
All right.
Yeah. So they're going to be even more special. So
right, Sharpie on this one.
Yeah. Coco's going to sign it. It's going to be a collector's item. And you're going to get one of these wonderful Hydro Flasks. And we're really excited at the WSL to have a partnership with Hydro Flask all year. And they've been great partners. And again, really, it's been our goal when we're at event sites to really cut down on our impact and cut down on those single-use plastic containers.
And you notice that everyone
has
coffee and water, it's like the whole tour or all with Hydro Flask. It's so nice. No more of those Costco plastic water bottles that just make you cringe.
And after 6, you know what's my favorite Hydro Flask?
The wine one.
There's a wine kit.
There's a full wine set. It's amazing.
So it keeps your wine all chilled up, and then you can go out and have a date, and then you have your 2 wine cups with your.
So good.
That's a question. What's your relationship status right now, Coco?
We
saved the best ones for last. I told you we're gonna get into there.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Is that where we're gonna go?
We're gonna go with it's complicated. We're busy,
that's a great
but life is good.
Yeah, I like it. Life is good.
Life
You're happy.
is good.
Yeah. There you go. Well, but,
I like how the wine went to a relationship question.
There's a transition. That was a yeah.
Perfect flow.
What's Mason been up to, brother? I mean, he's been kind of hiding out a little bit this winter. He hasn't been as public as normal.
I know. You know what? People think he's not competitive, and he had 3 really close losses in all Holly, Vicenza, and Pipe. He lost kind of in the last minute, and I never seen him so. People think he doesn't care about competing because he's such a great free surfer and free spirit, but he cared. You know, he was hurt and he was almost like punishing himself, and I was just like, who cares?
He was just making himself feel it.
Yeah, and but I was so proud of him these events because he surfed the heat so right, and then it just went really unlucky and wrong for him, and that sucks because he was finally applying what we do on tour, and it fell through, but he's almost been a little quiet because of that, but I think secretly he's been on the other side of the island.
He's got a lot of waves.
Scoring some slabs that none of us want to paddle out to anyway.
And so I can't wait to see the edit because I'm sure
edits are coming.
I'm sure there's going to be an edit coming from Mason Ho, and it's going to be some ungodly type of waves somewhere.
He loves a Christmas edit. Our family,
it's like a present.
We love Christmas, and he always puts the edit out on Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a little present. Present from the whole family for everyone, for the surfing public.
Yes.
How do you handle losses?
I swear my dad wears it harder than we do, and then I'm like looking at my dad all sad, so then I get more sad, and I'm like, Dad, we're fine, we're healthy, we can surf, the world knows we know how to surf. Putting heats together is really hard, and everyone understands that. So yeah, I think with losses, I'm just like, as long as I know what I did wrong and still trust in my ability, I'm all right.
You know that, but you know, Coco, that is really one of the hard part about being a professional surfer, is that it's still a judge sport, and it's not like you're shooting something through a hoop and you know you got that goal, you know you got that point. Sometimes it's so close, and in your heart you thought you had it. You know, we're splitting hairs sometimes. So to your credit, it's an emotional roller coaster for a professional surfer.
Totally.
Given that you folks travel sometimes 24 hours to get to an event.
Yeah.
Talk about the travel. I mean, it's like you guys, it's nuts.
Yeah, that's hard too. And then now my dad travels with me to quite a few events, and he's 60. So traveling to Europe and traveling to Brazil is kind of a trek, you know. And so anytime I make a couple heats across the globe, my dad's just like, oh, it's worth it now.
Yeah.
Like now, like he's relaxed and the flight home's way better. But yeah, we talked about it before. I had a year where I think I traveled like half the tour and got all first round losses, and my dad was like, Coco, I did a whole year, traveled and lost first round the whole year. Like, and people forget, like it's fine, whatever, but you remember and it hurts and you're just like, it's crazy to travel and to lose, but then you go and travel and win one and
it makes it all worth it. And that's the crazy thing. I mean, so when you're watching the WSL or watching World Surf League and seeing these competitions, really it's one of the few sports in the world where it's truly global and international. You think about the NFL, for example, in America. They're just playing games on the continent. That's it. So they just take these little short plane flights.
Yeah.
Coco, to get to Europe or to Brazil, that's like 3 flights. That's 24 hours of traveling. Planes, trains, automobiles, giant board bags, rent-a-cars. Like, it's not an easy gig, but I mean, it's the best life in the world at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. Gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you folks for joining us here on both Instagram Live and Facebook Live. I want to thank Coco Ho for spending time with us. Congratulations to the winner, and we also want to thank Hydro Flask for putting this all on and all the great stuff that they do in conjunction with WSL. Thank you guys. Aloha.